Everybody, Antoine here for FDev. Hope you are doing good. I come across this repo this afternoon at work because I was working on some shader and I was I don't know, just wanted to explore some of the OpenGL function and stuff, and I was looking for a standalone shader editor which you can handle different types, so the pixel shader, the fragment shader, and you could have like HLSL and GLSL in the same kind of project without having to relaunch a new solution and stuff like this. And I've come across this thing which is called SHADERed, which I mostly stands for shader editor, I guess, and it's simply described as a lightweight, full-featured desktop tool for creating and testing HLSL and GLSL shaders. I was completely blown away by how good it was, and how the good tool that comes with this the tool that comes with this software is really interesting. So you can actually start to map shaders straight to the cube. You can there's a bunch of things you can do, such as like loading 3D models and textures and stuff like this. It's definitely, for me, I was using ShaderToy, and now I will be migrating to this, no question, because I think it's just a super cool tool. Okay, so let's download it. So you go to their release page, which you can reach from, where is it? Oh, release. Okay, and you will download the binaries. If you are if you want, what you can do is basically also compile it yourself. Once it's downloaded, you can extract it. So I'm going to put it on my D drive under dev and OpenGL, right? So if I'm going to my dev and OpenGL shader, okay, and you have a .exe file, and you could simply launch it, and you kind of have a default viewer, and you have a bunch of menus that I'm going to go around in a bit. But mostly how this program works is that once you've downloaded it, you launch the shader.exe, which is basically the compiled binaries, and you can define example stuff like where's the pixel shader or the vertex shader, and you see the code here, basically the GLSL, which could stand for pretty much anything, but you have the vertex and the pixel shader, and you can define some entry points. Mostly will be main, but we'll see how we can translate from ShaderToy to fit some of more like different entry point. Anyways, what is also very cool is that you have a built-in editor. Normally when I'm going to mess around with shader programming, I like to I don't like to, like, when it's coming to time to explore ideas of writing new shaders, I like to have it like all in one place. So what is cool is that you can actually just click on your pipeline here, which you have the box which is inside your pipeline, but up you have the simple shader, right? And you have the source code and the GL position, and you can already start to type some GLSL inside of it, which is very cool. Right, let's say you are much more DirectX kind of person. What you could do is create a new project. Is it here? I'm not sure. You can go to new and select HLSL. You will lose. Yes, I know I'm going to lose. And then I'm gonna save it under dev, well, DirectX, because okay, for now I've put it under OpenGL, but I would need to make a better file structure. Anyways, let's go to there. I'm just gonna go like new HLSL and call it new HLSL shader, right? So right here, what you can see is we have the same kind of things, which is you have your vertex shader and pixel shader, but now it's up and running in DirectX. HLSL, which is kind of neat because we did not need it to we did not need to set up the solution in Visual Studio to set up the context and stuff, which can sometimes be a pain in the neck when it comes to setting those kind of project. Alright, just another kind of neat little thing I'm interested in showing you before leaving you. Once you've got it installed, you can start to, of course, mess around with the shader itself. Or you can actually open one of the very large, they have like examples, which is basically, there's a bunch of pre-written project shader for you. So let's say you want to open a GLSL sample, or you know what, we're going to go into the shader toy, and you have like the ray marching. You have very nice stuff, but what I liked is the drive home, and it comes with a .sprj, which is a SHADERed file extension. So you could go to project and open, and then if we go to templates and GLSL shaders. No, it's not templates. Sorry, it's example, and you can go to GLSL. No, sorry, shader toy. We're getting there, and the driving home. And if you open this one, well, you can see that shader is loaded, and it's rendering at around 700 frame FPS, which is kind of good. And you can start to mess around the code of the shader. So that's another very neat little thing. And you can also expose some geometry, some parameters. Well, as you can see, it's quite a powerful tool, and I'm definitely gonna make more videos about it in the next coming weeks. So until next time, wish you a good day and night, and have a good day. See you next time.